Welcome. In this video, I'll be talking about understanding ratios. Please subscribe. A ratio is a mathematical expression that describes the relationship between two numbers. It is used to show how many times one value is contained within the other, or how many value or how one value compares to another. So ratios can be expressed in three different forms. For example, if the number 3 is being is being related to the number 2, then you can write it as follows: 3 colon 2, 3 over 2, or written as 3 to 2. Ratios are used extensively in various fields such as cooking, finance, and science to compare quantities and establish relationships. So let me give you three examples. Example 1. Let's say that a cake recipe calls for 2 cups of flour and 1 cup of sugar. So 2 cups of flour to 1 cup of sugar. So the question that we need to solve is what is the ratio of flour to sugar, and how it can be adjusted if you want to make twice the amount. So what is the ratio? This is flour. The ratio of flour to sugar, and how to make twice the amount. Okay, so the ratio, I wrote it here. So we're going to write it in three different ways. So we can write it as 2 to 1. We can write it as 2 over 1. We can write it as 2 to 1. If we want to make twice the amount, that means that I can do it in two ways. I can multiply each quantity by 2, and we can get as follows. So multiply each quantity by 2, and then we're gonna get 2 times 2, and then 1 times 2, and then 2 times 2 over 1 times 2, and then 2 times 2 to 2 times 1. Alright, so now we multiply. Okay, so 2 times 2 is 4, and then 1 2 times 2 is 2, so that will be 4 to 2, and then 2 times 2 is 4, 1 times 2 is 2, so that will be 4 over 2, and then there will be 2 times 2 is 4, 4 to 2 times 1 is 2, so 4 to 2. And we're gonna do example number 2. We're gonna do map scales. So let's say that a map uses a scale where 1 inch represents 5 miles. So 1 inch represents 5 miles. So what is the ratio of inches to miles? So that's one question. What is the ratio of inches to miles? And how would you express if you have a map segment that is 3 inches long? So map segment 3 inches long. So according to what we were told, 1 inch represents 5 miles. That means that we can write the ratio as 1 to 5, 1 over 5, or 1 to 5, written as 1 to 5. So 3 inches long, that means that we have to do 3. So instead of 1, it's going to be 3. And then to get the other related quantity, we're going to multiply 3 times 5. And we'll do the same thing here. 1. Instead of 1, we're going to write 3. And we're going to write 3 times 5. And then 3, 2, 3 times 5. Okay, so we do 3 column 15, where 3 is in inches and 15 is in miles, and then 3 inches divided by 15, 3 times 5 is 15 miles. Then we do 3 inches to 15 miles. Let's go to exercise number 3. We're gonna compare quantities. In a class of 20 students, there are 12 girls and 8 boys. So class of 20 students, and we have 12 girls and 8 boys. What is the ratio of girls to boys? That's the first question. What is the ratio of girls to boys? And the second question is how can it be how it can be simplified? How can the ratio be simplified? Okay, so the ratio. Okay, so we're giving a class of 20 students, and there are 12 girls and 8 boys. That means that the ratio is 12 girls colon 8 boys, or 12 girls divided by 8 boys, or 12 girls to 8 boys. So to simplify, we can do as follows. We know that the GCD, the greatest common divisor, of 12 and A is 4. Because if you notice, 12 can be, the divisors of 12 are 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 6 and 12. And then the divisors of A are 1, 2, 4, and 8. That means that the greatest common divisor of 12 and 8 is, we circle it as 4, because that's the highest we have. in other words, what we can do to get the simplify, we divide each quantity by the GCD, which is 4. That means that there are 12 girls and 8 boys. That means that we divide 12 divided by 4, which is equal to 3 girls, and then 8 divided by 4, which is equal to 2 boys. That means that the simplified ratio is 3 girls colon 2 boys, or 3 girls divided by 2 boys, or 3 girls to 2 boys. So this will be the simplifier. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.